Welcome to ENT student for discussion on surgical anatomy of tongue, basics important for oncosurgery. So tongue, as we know, is there in the mouth, so which is having anterior 2/3 and posterior 1/3. Anterior 2/3 and posterior 1/3 are separated by means of this circumvallate papillae. If you take the tongue as it is, it has got four parts. Number one is tip. Number 2 is dorsum. Number 3 is lateral part. Number 4 is ventral part. Tip, dorsum, lateral part and ventral part. So dorsum is covered by means of keratinized stratified squamous epithelium with various taste buds. Keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, it is very heavily keratinized for taking the masticatory load. Whereas ventral and lateral part are in opposition with floor of the mouth. Floor of the mouth has got less amount of submucosa than other parts. Same thing continues with the ventral and lateral part of the tongue. So the submucosa is less and even the keratin content is also less. It is non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium that is there on the ventral and lateral part. It is in opposition with the floor of the mouth, as we know. So laterally till this alveolar part of this mandible and anterolateral posteriorly at this part. The tongue is having two sets of muscles. Number one is extrinsic muscles from outside the tongue, which is number one genioglossus from the genial tubercle till the tongue, hyoglossus from the hyoid bone, styloglossus from the styloid process, and palatoglossus forming anterior pillar of the tonsil. Of this, palatoglossus is received by vagus, that is 10th cranial nerve. Genioglossus, hyoglossus and styloglossus are receiving motor supply from the hypoglossal nerve, that is 12th cranial nerve. And if you take the intrinsic muscles, so these are extrinsic, they are from outside, intrinsic within they form the tongue flesh. They are the superior, inferior, transverse and vertical. Superior, inferior, transverse and vertical muscles. So you can remember as SITV, superior, inferior, transverse and vertical. They are the intrinsic muscles, and extrinsic muscles we have already discussed. What are the functions of the tongue? Functions of the tongue are mastication, deglutition and speech. Very important. All these three things are mediated by this tongue. And fourth one is the taste sensation, special visual afferent from anterior 2/3 of the tongue to nucleus tractus solitarius, that is towards the chorda tympani. So it is in close opposition with this lingual nerve. Of course, chorda tympani, a branch of 7th cranial nerve, runs along with this lingual nerve for this particular taste sensation of the anterior 2/3. Posterior 1/3 of the tongue is supplied by glossopharyngeal nerve, that is 9th cranial nerve. General sensory supply is by means of lingual nerve, a branch of trigeminal, that is the mandibular division of the trigeminal 5-3. So that is the general sensory for this tongue. Whole of the tongue senses by lingual nerve. If you take the lymph nodes are divided into two groups, like lateral one, which is supplied towards the ipsilateral neck nodes, especially the jugulo-omohyoid, the level 3 lymph nodes, as we can say, and the midline, tip and base of the tongue are bilateral. Anytime in the body, the central organs are bilaterally distributed. So midline, tip and base of the tongue are bilaterally supplying all the lymph nodes of the neck. So we are not going to the details of the lymph nodes of the neck. Especially most important is the jugulo-omohyoid, that is level 3 nodes. So based on this, we can understand the surgical anatomy of the tongue, most important points. So the parts of the tongue are tip, dorsum, ventral and lateral part. And the carcinoma more commonly occurring in the middle, lateral part, ventral part. So middle part of the tongue, middle 1/3 of the tongue, lateral part, and then that is particular lateral part of the tongue that is going to form most common carcinomas of the tongue. Thank you very much for watching ENT student.